Good morning, Raptor Freaks. Lexi Odds here. It's Tuesday, and we have the final of the Raptorsfreak Tuesday Trivia, Classic Jurassic Tuesday Trivia today. And as you can see from the picture, it will be Marco Bellinelli that we're doing the treatment to today. Let me do the comments real quick with you, and we're going to get right in the questions. I don't want to mess around today. Of course, last night, the Denver Nuggets won their very first NBA championship. We thought this would happen, and it's fantastic. I love it. I love it. We'll do more coverage of that tomorrow. Of course, because there's a lot of Raptors related things to talk about along with the trivia today. But I want to get this done so that we can make this official that this is David Saborin's Vince Carter, Mr. Big Bobblehead. So, yeah, let's get going on this. Naco the Nacho first in. If Miami's shot selection was better, they could have forced Game 6. But kudos to the Nuggets. Excited for Darko's presser. Come to my show on the 26th. On 182 DuPont Street in Toronto. Naco the Nacho is Gerald Mayhew. He is a comedian, and he will be up doing stand-up on the 26th of June at 182 DuPont Street here in Toronto. So go check out his comedy stylings. Crazy Gerald, look out. Listen, Miami was going to win this game, Gerald, because Nuggets are a team of destiny. The referees were helping Miami in that game last night. They were propping them up, and they propped them up for a while, and they had the lead for a good little while in that game. They were really, really trying to help Miami. Trust me. Miami could have shot a little bit better. They might have won the game. You're exactly right. But no, Denver's too good. You saw how they swarmed up and they beat them and took the lead in the last quarter of the game. They basically took the game over and said, we're winning our championship tonight. And you go, Denver Nuggets. So happy to see it. Nikola Jokic, what a humble champion, such amazing champion. Jamal Murray, the emotions expressed last night, fantastic. We're so proud of you here in Canada. Just all around great, great stuff. And of course, today is the 4-year anniversary when the Toronto Raptors held up that Larry O'Brien trophy also in 2019 on this day, June the 13th, the Raptors won their championship. So, woo! This is a celebratory championship kind of day. That's why I'm wearing my hat and my nice hoodie that Evelyn gave me. Yeah, that's right. Trevor J is Oh, yeah. And then also Nako's saying in here that Darko Rejakovic and Masai Ujiri, 1 o'clock today, live press conference. So y'all be ready for that. The introduction of Darko Rejakovic as our head coach will be at 1 today. So be ready to watch it live. I'm going to get off of here way before that, and we'll watch it live separately, and we'll talk about it tomorrow. Trevor Jace here. Good morning, Raptors fans. Good day to celebrate Denver win the championship, and Fred is leaving. Well, we can't say Fred is leaving for sure, Trevor. This was just the normal step that he would decline his player option yesterday, which he did very much right away. And ESPN, the way they covered it was so cheesy. They come on and they say, the first domino has fallen in the free agency market this summer. And it has fallen in Toronto. Ooh, it's fallen. Ooh, it's so dumb. We knew he was going to do this. It doesn't mean he's leaving, Trevor. It could mean that he's just getting more money from us and staying. We'll have to see how this all works out. This is very, like I said, it's 50-50. He's 50% either going to be a Raptor or 50% going to be on all those other teams. So I don't think it's very clear, cut and dry that he has left. This is part of the system, the process. He's done this before. This happened the last time. He declines his option, and then we re-sign him to more money, and he stays a Toronto Raptor. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see what they do. It could go a lot of different ways. It could go that he does just straight up sign as an unrestricted free agent for somebody else. We don't get anything for him. It could be that we do sign him and we trade him in a sign and trade, much like Kyle Lowry, or we sign him and we just keep him and he's just on our team. So there's still a few options here, and this is what he was supposed to do. Now, the interesting thing will be, is Gary going to opt out? Because he hasn't officially opted out, and there is a chance he may not opt out at all. And that may actually be a good thing. We put the poll up yesterday. Which Raptor would you rather not see leave the Raptors, between Gary Trent Jr. and Fred VanVleet? And you guys are picking Gary Trent Jr., that you'd rather he not leave and you'd rather see Fred go if somebody's going to go. So, it could be that if Gary doesn't decline his option by the 20th, he is just going to be on the books and be a Raptor next season. That could happen. So let's see if Gary follows Fred. with what he did yesterday that they may very well might not do it. Nameless is saying, I think Masai is taking it personally now to restore the team's ability to be the best at developing talent again. Time to replenish the cupboard. Listen, I think we were good at it. It's just Nick Nurse wasn't focusing on it. He had other issues. He wanted to win now. He wanted to win as much as he can. He failed at win, and he didn't develop either. So he's just a failure right in the middle. So that's what Masai wants. He wants more better development. Well, Darko will help with that. And I think you're right. We got to get our development back on track. It's been a little bit off track the last couple of years. Names saying, I would not be surprised if you brought in another developmental coach as an assistant. Nick Nurse proved in his first couple of years that you can win and develop simultaneously. Did he though? Did he? I mean, he was developing the upper guys, but he wasn't really developing the lower guys right from the start. Seriously, if you think about it, he really didn't. He really, really, really didn't. In some ways, Terrence Davis had more of a leap when he went to Sacramento than when he was on Toronto. You could say a lot about different guys that we've had in recent years that were young that went other places, like Yuta Watanabe. He's another one. He had a leap in the Brooklyn. In some ways, Nick was not developing guys correctly the whole 5 years he was here. And that's why we feel like we haven't developed anybody, because our coach did not continue the job that the GMs wanted him to do. And let's keep going. Name was saying Dwayne Casey certainly did as well. Casey, now he developed. I give him more credit for Fred and Pascal and OG than Nick Nurse. Seriously, Nick Nurse did, they got to their beginning levels and development through Casey, and it was Nick Nurse who kind of brought them home to higher levels as starters. But he didn't do the early development for those guys. Fred was Fred already when Nick got him. Pascal was Pascal when Nick got him. He just elevated their levels at a starter level to a higher level. You can develop starters into all-stars, but he can't develop bench guys into rotation players. How about that? That's a big problem right there. Cowboys saying, good morning, Lex and Raptor Freaks. Let's go, Raptors. Bam, 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 bam. Good morning to you, Bradley. Hope you're doing very well on this Tuesday. All right, and I said cut off on the comments, y'all. I don't want comments right now. We've got to play trivia, so don't write anymore in the comments right now. You can write after we play the game, because I don't want to do too much talking before, guys. Nameless is saying, I'm sick of this narrative that because we hired Darko, we're going to blow it up. That's nonsense. Total rubbish. Yeah, people don't understand flexibility. People don't understand this team, obviously. The fact that we're so talented, they forget that. They were like, what do you fucking think this team is? The mid-2000s Raptors after Vince Carter left? No, this is a very good team. We have good players. We have all-stars. We have top-level young talent that is up and coming. So it's ridiculous. There's just casuals. They don't know what they're talking about. Nameless is what it is. Dana's here. Good morning to Dana. Good morning to you, Dana. Cowboy saying, I agree. Nameless, we're going to have a couple of trades and new faces. The only thing that's going to blow up in the NBA at fans' minds when they see us is in the championship game this year. Let's go. Their minds are going to be blown when we get the championship, Bradley. I like that thinking. Cool Cat's here. Good morning to Cool Cat. Good morning, Raptor Free Crew. Congrats to the Nuggets. I had onions, baby, for Jamal Murray's 9th Canadian to get an NBA championship. Kyle Lowry needed help last night from his teammates. He was prepared. Happy anniversary of the Raptors championship. That's right. We are celebrating 2019 also today, along with a Nuggets championship freshly minted last night. Raptors won 4 years ago today. Yeah, I love it. The professional is in the house. When did you guys win the last time, Philly? Yeah, when did y'all win the last time? Let's go, Philly. We're getting Fred with Nick at the helm. We are the Philadelphia Raptors. Wow. See, this is really crazy. You want to be like us? I tell you, I never want to be the Toronto Sixers, but you want to be the Philadelphia Raptors? Well, that's a high compliment. We'll see where Fred goes. He's not getting listed to go to Philadelphia. If you see the short list yesterday from the report, you guys are not listed on there that he's interested in coming to Philly. He's interested in Orlando, Chicago, all these other teams, but I didn't see Philadelphia on that list. Let's see, professional. I think I'm going to have to buy a Fred Sixers jersey to go along with my Nick throwback. This is hilarious. Keep spending your money on these weird jerseys. Yeah, go get the Fred jersey today. And then see he won't go there. And just wear the Fred jersey around Philadelphia anyway. That's hilarious. Philadelphia Raptors. Hilarious professional. You know that's an insult on you in some ways. I'm a fun guy saying Fred is not leaving. He will get 29 million July the 1st. That's the plan. July the 1st. Look out, everybody. See, fun guy's all about Fred staying, and 29 million a year. Wow, that's a lot. I was hoping he'd only get like 25, but they're saying the range is between 25 to 30 million a year. We'll see what Masai and Bobby have allocated in the budget for the Raptors in the coming years for Fred VanVleet. Very much our captain, very much our leader, somebody that I value immensely, but not everybody in Raptors land does. Randolph Phillips saying, good morning, beloved Raptors freaks, most informative gang. Blessings, everyone. Blessings to you, Randolph Phillips. Blessing to the Murray family of Kitchener and their son winning an NBA championship last night with the Denver Nuggets against the Miami Heat. I love it. You guys did such a good job and such a fun atmosphere afterwards. The Jokic brothers throwing Michael Malone up in the air. The little baby Jokic on the stand with the trophies looking confused with all the shiny things around and the crazy big men jumping around and hooting and hollering. And then Jokic throwing Jamal in the pool in the back later on. Hilarious stuff. So good. They asked Jokic, like, are you ready for the parade? He's like, I'm done work. I want to go home. This dude is such comic gold. Listen, NBA, this guy is a kind of NBA superstar that you could get a niche audience of people that will really like the NBA that you would not normally gather because he's just kind of funny. There's something Kramer about him from Seinfeld. And I think that y'all need to double down on this vibe of Nikola Jokic's and really market it. Y'all would be smart. This is the way you do it. This is exactly like the Raptors. Go by your talent in your league and cater your presentation to that talent. And Nikola Jokic is such an amazing, humble, weird person. Y'all need to double down and go with his style and put him in the advertising. Because honestly, you're going to get new fans that maybe were not interested in the NBA ever before just because Nikola is so quirky. So I would just advise you, Adam Silver, fucking stop trying to make NBA superstars the way you want to, like Ja Morant and Zion Williamson, Ben Simmons. Go get the ones that are actual superstars and accept them for who they are and put them on blast for who they are. Because in some ways, they're much cooler and fun than just the average athletic idiot who can dunk. You want somebody who's got a personality like Magic Johnson? Well, Nikola Jokic has got a personality. Let's just put it that way. Let's see. G is saying many players opt out last year for longer term. This isn't a surprise to many people. This isn't a surprise at all. We all expected this. They're trying to act like, ooh, it's such a surprise. Toronto's hurting for it. No, this isn't a defeat for us. In fact, we can't lose in this scenario. Either we keep our captain and we keep stability, or we get rid of a guy that a lot of people aren't too happy having on our team, and we have opened up freed space in our cap space for other things to happen this offseason. We can't lose. Everybody who thinks that the Raptors are hurt by this news yesterday of Fred opting out, you are so fucking wrong, because we've made it so we don't have a scenario where we lose in this. We're going to be fine no matter what. Fred goes and gets money, that's fine. We'll have a replacement. We'll figure it out. We'll have that money freed. If he stays, we're overjoyed. And we're so happy to have him still in the fold in the Raptor red and black. So, yeah, we're not losing on this one, NBA. You can try and portray it on your live show yesterday. The first domino has fallen in Toronto. Well, yeah, be dramatic, but we know what's going on. It ain't that bad. It's nothing wrong. Fiercey's here. Good to see Fiercey Salcera. Good morning, fam. Congrats, Jamal and the Nuggets. Bam. Fred VanVleet was filing paperwork to stay in Canada a few months ago. Then Clutch came in and messed it up like Nick Nurse. So I won't pay attention. We'll have to see what happens here. We'll see if Clutch works for Fred. And if they work for Fred, well, he's staying in Toronto because I know that's what he wants. G saying, fun guy, I believe this. See, there's other people that are believing this too. G believes that Fred's staying too. Monique is here. Happy championship anniversary, Raptors Nation. Good morning. Good morning to you, superfan Monique Lawrence. What a fabulous day in memory from 4 years ago when the Toronto Raptors hoisted the Larry O'Brien trophy themselves. We need to get that second one. Michael Malone's already talking about he wants a dynasty in Denver, and they want to win another one next year. Well, good luck with the parity of the NBA at this point. If you have the same kind of luck with injury and everything else next year to get to that point, well, you deserve it. But repeating is the hardest thing to do, especially in the new parity NBA. Trust me, Yeah, happy press conference day for Darko. That's right, Monique. They're going to have a press conference at 1 p.m. today, y'all, so be ready. Mike is here. Logical Raptors fanatic. Salute the real ones. Project Truth always. The numbers have been the numbers for a while. It's about tweaking them to fit. 25 to 30 million is a fair range that we can afford. There we go. Mike has looked at the numbers. He knows our salary cap pretty good. And he's saying we can afford to pay Fred 25 to 30 million dollars a year over 4 years. And well, if we're going to do that, we might do that on July the 1st. Get it done nice and tight with a bow right on the first day of free agency on July the 1st. And then everybody will shut the fuck up about what's going on with Fred. Sue's here. Good to see Sue. Check out Play It Again Sue, her YouTube reaction channel with Chelsea and all her friends reacting to some of the golden oldies and some of the newer songs. Such good stuff on Sue's YouTube channel. Good morning, everyone. Nice game last night. So glad the Nuggets won last night. I'm happy for them. I'm very happy for them also. It's so nice to see an NBA franchise that had never won one in 47 years finally winning an NBA championship. That team is as old as I am, and they finally just won their first NBA championships. Amazing, amazing. Monique saying congratulations to Jamal. Love how Leo and Rod celebrated Michael Malone on Twitter. Very nice. And then Randolph Phillips is saying, Lex, I keep asking here on your channel all year, why was it that our young players improved and played so well when they go elsewhere? Now we know. Nurse. There you go. Randolph is figuring it out also. Everybody's complaining. Yuta goes to New Jersey or Brooklyn, and he finally can shoot the three like crazy, and he's doing all kinds of stuff. Why I'm not here? You know, we saw that with a couple players in recent years, and that's what I'm wondering about, Randolph. I think you're right. Let's see. Paul saying Raptors need to win a championship at home like Denver did last night. Yeah, that'd be fun. Second one, let's win it in our arena so the fans and everybody can go crazy in our home when it happens. Shere Khan saying, good morning, Raptorfreak family. Let's hold off on the comments till after trivia. Thank you, Shere Khan, for that. And lock it off. All right, here we go. Let's go, because I know y'all already got all the pertinent pages open on your computer screens to see the answers for this one today. Of course, today's subject is Marco Bellinelli, former Raptor and Italian player. Let's go right into it. You know what the first question is, everybody. What is Marco's middle name? Do y'all know what Marco Bellinelli's middle name is? Adriana, don't yell it out from the other room. She did the questions yesterday. She knows all the answers. You going to get in the trivia and answer them all since you know all the answers? That is cheating. She says cheating. Luigi, that's a good guess, nameless, but that's not right. Marco Luigi Bellinelli. Stefano is right. Fiercely Salsero is first on the board today. His name is Stefano. Very, very cool. Marco Stefano Bellinelli. Now, see, today, nameless, I'm going to be taking your lessons of Italian from this whole entire year and incorporating it into my stylistic pronunciations of the Italian words that are on today's quiz. So I hope that you, as a teacher, are very proud of your student. Please. Yes, you're laughing about that. Okay, good. All right, here we go. Next question. What are Marco's two nicknames? He has two nicknames that he goes by in the league, and they're very pretty cool. I like his two nicknames. What are his two nicknames that he is called by other players in the NBA? Do you guys know what these nicknames are? One of them is really cool. It's like it has to do with how he looks. It's kind of interesting, very interesting, and a perfect nickname. Honestly, I think it's an awesome nickname. Belly is right, Tom Duke. That is one of his nicknames. Is Belly. Belly. Hey, Belly, pass me the ball, Belly. And Paul B's got the other one. Have y'all ever seen that movie with Natalie Portman, The Professional? The Professional. Yeah, he looks like that actor that's in The Professional, the guy that's the hitman. And they call him The Professional because he looks like that guy. Oh, it's The Professional. Yeah, The Professional. Leon, The Professional. That's right. Bellissimo. Bellissimo. Very good. Very, very good. Fiercey. Yeah, that's right, Paul B. You're on the board getting The Professional. And Tom Duke, you got the other one. Tom Dookie on the West Coast. All right, let's see. What team and pick was Marco in the NBA draft? What team drafted Marco Bellinelli, and what pick was he picked at, y'all? Do you know this one? This one's kind of interesting. You know, maybe people won't know this off the top of their head. Bellinelli's a weird player. He's a very strange player. The more I learned about him yesterday, it was interesting. All right, Shere Khan's got the team. It is the Warriors. Shere Khan. Good job, Shere Khan, on the board today. Raptor Freak Rookie of the Year, Shere Khan, getting that question. What pick was it, Shere Khan? Okay, Fiercey got in there before you and got the 8 to 18 just before you, Shere Khan. So Fiercey's getting the 18 part. Yeah, he was picked number 18 by the Golden State Warriors. And I believe that was around like 2007 or 8 or something like that. It was pretty long time ago. All right, next question. What numbers in the NBA did Bellinelli wear? What were the numbers he wore? He wore 5 different numbers in the NBA. So there's 25 points for each number. So you get those numbers and start putting them in there, 25 for each one. What numbers did he wear on his jersey while he was in the NBA? A lot of different numbers. There's 5 of them here. There are, different ones. Let's see. All right. Fiercey wants number 3. You got number 3, Fiercey. He did wear number 3. That is right. Fiercey's on tear today. All right. Let's see what else. Shere Khan's got 18 and 21. Shere Khan, you can have those. There you go. Shere Khan's got 18. He's got 21. 2 more to go, y'all. 2 more to go. Let's see. Fiercey's saying 18. Paul's got 21. Okay, Shere Khan's got 0 also. 0 is a number that he wore. Shere Khan got that one. And 8. Yeah, Shere Khan cleaning that up. Getting 4 out of the 5. Fiercey getting 1 of them. Good job. Good job, Shere Khan. He's on it. And there's Monique getting 21. Yeah, all right, Mo. I'll give you 1. I'll give you 1, Mo. All right. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is the one where Nameless is going to be very proud of me. What city and state was Marco born in? Yeah, this is a little bit of a trick question. What city and state was Marco born in? Yeah, I did this before in the season, if y'all remember. I did this before with a Canadian, and everybody's like, city and state? What are you talking about, Lex? City and state? This guy's Canadian. Yeah, well, what city and state is Marco Bellinelli from? All right, Shere Khan has got it. And this is it. This is it. All right, let me get this right because I want to make Nameless so proud right now. San Giovanni in Persiceto. Persiceto. It's Persiceto, right? That's the state he's from. Persiceto, San Giovanni. That's right, Shere Khan. Shere Khan is coming in strong today. Strong today. Fiercey and Shere Khan, the power players today. I like it. In the final, I don't see David. All right, say that was pretty good. San Giovanni in Persiceto. Yes, I'm killing it. Italian. This is the final for me too. This is a final quiz for y'all, and the final in Italian for me for the season. There we go. All right, question number 6. What is Marco's NBA career high points in a game, and what team was he on at that time? How many points has he scored the most in an NBA game, and what team was he playing for at that time? Yeah, it's exam day. It's the finals. We're in the finals right now. It's getting out for summer tomorrow. Yeah, thank you, guys. I'm really worked hard on my pronunciation. Sometimes when I'm at home just by myself, I look in the mirror and I do my Italian and practice it like that. Yeah. Fiercey saying 27 Golden State. No, that's not right. Neither one of those is right. We want the high total for points in the game for Marco Bellinelli in his career in the NBA. And what team was he playing for at that time? What team was he playing for when he got his career high? And what was that point total that he got? Yeah, that's not right. 32 is right. Shere Khan's got the number right. 32 is the right number. No. Don't forget the hand gestures when you speak. Oh, yeah. That's right. I'm not doing it right if I don't do the hand gestures too. All right. I'll remember for the next part. Spurs is right. Fiercey's right. It's not New York Knicks. It's first. Fiercey's right. It is the San Antonio Spurs is the team that he had his career high 32 points. Marco Bellinelli for the Spurs. That's right. Good job, Fiercey. All right. Here's the next question. Who was traded from the Raptors to get Marco Bellinelli on the Raptors? Who did we trade away to get Marco to play for the Raptors? Who was the player we traded for him to get him here? Yeah, this is a good question. Raptors related question to Marco Bellinelli. Devin George. Fiercey's got it. That's right. It was Devin George, former Laker Devin George. Yeah, this is awesome. I love how you guys are getting these pretty good. All right, Fiercey's on that one. Next question is the $1 million question. How much money did Marco Bellinelli make in contracts in the NBA? Now, remember, he's played a lot in Europe, too, so he's made a bunch of money over there, too. But what is his $1 million number rounded for NBA career earnings in the NBA? How much money did he make while he was there? 100 million is too high, Nameless. It's too high. It's too high, Nameless. 100 is too high. Okay. Percentage mil? What is that, Shere Khan? 50 million? That is close, but it's too high. 51, too high. Too high, guys. Too high. David's laughing. He's such a confident champion. He's just here to spectate. He knows he's won. He just wants to see what's happening. 46 is too low. It's too low. You came for the Italian impression. What's Marco Bellinelli? What am I supposed to do? 48? Okay, Shere Khan's got it. It's 49. I rounded it up. It is 49 million. Is how much? 49 million. You know, recently they put out the stat that Thad Young has made 143 million in his NBA career, and everybody's pissed about that. They're like, how the hell did Thad Young make 143 million in his career? And his wife is fighting people on Twitter over it. They don't realize this man played for 17 years, and 143 million is a reasonable amount to make over that period of time as a professional basketball player. Don't judge him for who he is and how good he is. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. David's laughing. Name was saying, this is Lex's moment. He's been training all season for this. That's right. I got to make the high kick like Danielson and kick him in the face. This is the moment. I got to rise to the occasion. Look, the professional's actually here. You are not Marco Bellinelli. I'll leave y'all to the trivia. Have a good day, Raptors. And remember, go Sixers. All right, you go get that Fred VanVleet jersey today, and you see what happens when Fred re-signs with us in July. Yeah. Thad has been playing forever. Of course, he deserved that $143 million. I don't know why Twitter thinks it's weird that he has that money. 17 years and was a legit NBA starter. Yeah, shaking my head. I don't understand it either, Mike. It's crazy. Yeah. All right, let's keep going. What Sesame Street character is Marco Bellinelli dressed as on his Instagram? What Sesame Street character is Marco Bellinelli dressed as on his Instagram? This is advanced Raptorsfreak Trivia. I'm not letting you just get it all off Wikipedia today. There's going to be some deep cut questions by the end of this that y'all are going to be like, holy shit, Lex is making this a finals event for this trivia. This is not the easiest. Big Bird, that's a good guess, but it's not Big Bird. You guys could just name Muppets and somebody will get it at some point because we all know the Sesame Street characters. So who is he dressed as on Instagram? I know Tom Duke is going to his Instagram right now. He's going to find it. Mario? Mario is not a Sesame Street character. Who is Mario? Who is Mario? I don't know Mario. You mean like Luis? I don't know. Oscar? Oscar's not right, Trevor J. I like it. Trevor J jumping in with Oscar the Grouch. Fiercely thinks it's Ernie. It's not Ernie. It's not Oscar the Grouch, David. No, it's not him. I love this. I love Snuffleupagus. Yeah, this is a little bit of a different question. Snuffleupagus isn't right either. That's a pretty good guess, though. Cookie Monster is right. Country Kong getting on the board. He dressed up as Cookie Monster on his Instagram. So Country Kong getting some points today. Getting the Instagram question. That's right. Yeah, some of these questions are gonna be tough before we get out of here. Watch. All right, next question is Snuff is a G. Snuff, Stuffy, they had to get rid of Snuffy because he was confusing kids because he was imaginary. And other kids were having imaginary friends. They were like, I have imaginary friends, just like Big Bird, his Snuffleupagus. And they were like, we got to get rid of Snuffleupagus. You're making kids like crazy and saying they have imaginary friends. So they got rid of Snuffleupagus. That's the true story of Snuffleupagus. Why they got rid of him, because everybody was getting imaginary friends. And they're like, we can't have all these kids have imaginary friends because Big Bird has one. Stuff like that. Snuffleupagus. Mike can't spell all year. He spells that one perfectly. I know. It's awesome. I love that Mike knows how to spell Snuffleupagus correctly. That's good. That's awesome. Listen. All right. What year and team did Marco win Larry O'Brien with? Marco Bellinelli has won an NBA championship, just like Denver won last night, and the Raptors won 4 years ago today. What team and year did he win an NBA championship with? Yeah, do y'all know the answer to this question? What year was it, and what team was he on when he hoisted the Larry O'Brien? That's right. Oh, Fiercey's on it. Fiercey is on it today for sure. Fiercey is coming fiercely. 2014 San Antonio Spurs is the correct answer. That is the one that Kawhi won with the Spurs. His first championship with the Spurs, and of course his second championship was with the Toronto Raptors in 2019. All right, the next question is, what contest at the All-Star break and what year did Marco win? He won a contest at the NBA All-Star break. It's probably pretty easy to figure out which one. And what year did he win it on? So he's won an NBA All-Star contest. What year was it and what was the contest, y'all? I want those answers. You get 25 for each of those. So, yeah, Fierce Seasons, that 3-point contest is right, Mike. He was a 3-point contest winner, so Mike's getting that one. What year did he win it, though? 2014 is right. Fiercey is just on it. Fiercey's getting that point. So you got the 25 for the year. Mike got it for the contest. Yeah, it would make sense. He's not a dunk champion. That would be weird. And why would I put like skills champion on here? It's either going to be dunk or 3-point, right? So it's 3-point. That's right. All right. This next question is very hard. This is maybe the hardest question today. This is maybe the question of the year as far as how hard this question is. And whoever gets this one, you really know your Raptors. Seriously, because this is insanely hard. This may be the hardest question of the whole season. I'm telling you right now. All right. What European reality comedy show did Marco Bellinelli appear on? This show is not on in North America. This show is on in Europe. And it's a reality show, kind of like a prankster show, like Impractical Jokers or something like that, I think. So, but it's over there. So if you know what this show is, I will be very impressed. But he's been on a reality comedy TV show in Europe. What is that show that he has been on? Yeah, Marco Bellinelli. Marco Bellinelli. Hey, that's who we're talking about today. That's right. What show was he on in Europe? It's kind of like a reality comedy show. The name of that show will get you 25 points right now. I'm telling you, this is deep stuff. You know where to go look for that? Some of the advanced Raptor freaks that have been playing this trivia all year may know where to go find that information. I think y'all know what site that would be on. Maybe you know where to go and look for that. And maybe you'll get it. Tom Duke, you know where that is. I'm pretty sure you know where that is. David Saborin knows where it is. Sequestrato. No, that's a good guess. That's a good guess, but that is not the name of the show, Fiercey. Sequestrato. David, you didn't hear the question? Okay, this guy is so arrogantly in the lead. I didn't hear the question. I don't know what it is. Oh, Paul B got it. Paul B coming through from Wisconsin, getting in there and getting it. The question was, what European comedy reality TV show has Marco Bellinelli appeared on? And it is Immigratis. Immigratis is the name of the show. Paul B going to IMDb and getting the answer for that one. It is on IMDb is where you will find the answer for that. Yeah, there you go. Fiercey found it just afterwards. Paul B on the board. Wisconsin's in the house. Paul B getting a couple of them today. All right, let's keep going. All right, who did the Raptors trade Marco Bellinelli away from the Raptors to get? Who do we get in return for Marco when we traded him from the Raptors after he was here? What was the player we got in return after that? What is the answer to that one? Cheers to Fiercey from Tom Duke. Yes, Tommy Dukey. Yes, Twitch family 2022. Julian Wright is right. Fiercey has gotten the right answer. It is right. Right is right. Right is right and wrong is wrong. That's right. Julian Wright is right. Cowboy saying everybody have a blessed day later, Lex and Raptor Freaks. Man, go have fun. Do the good jobs that you do with Tada out there, Bradley. I hope you're out there helping some old lady handle a curio or something. Yeah, doing some good job and good work out there for people out there. Yeah. All right, next question. What teams other than Toronto, San Antonio, and Golden State did Marco play for in the NBA? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 answers, and I want the city and the team name. You can't give me just the team name. I want the city and the team name. This matters. Trust me. So he played for the Raptors. He played for the Spurs. He played for the Warriors. What are the other 6 teams he played for in his NBA career, y'all? Toronto Raptors. All right, Bulls is right. Fiercey's getting Chicago Bulls. That is the correct answer. He was on the Bulls. Let's see. Toronto Raptors. I said that's not one of the answers. New Orleans Hornets. That's a good distinction. And I'm glad you put the New Orleans on there because that does matter. Shere Khan's saying New Orleans Hornets, just late. Spurs are not one of the answers. Golden State is not one of the answers. Charlotte Hornets is one of the answers. And who said that? Shere Khan? Shere Khan, you're getting Charlotte Hornets. Okay. Atlanta Hawks. David Saborin, you were getting the Atlanta Hawks. He did play for the Atlanta Hawks. Sacramento Kings. Fiercey Salcera is getting Sacramento Kings. Sacramento Kings. And then let's see. Atlanta Hawks, yeah. Las Vegas Aces. That's not right. Shere Khan's got the last one. It's our friend, the professional who just left. His favorite team, the Philadelphia Raptors. Yeah, the Sixers. He was on the Sixers for a little bit. A little indigestion from that one. Oh, gross. Yeah, he was on the Warriors, David, but you didn't listen to the question. The question was, what teams other than the Toronto Raptors, the San Antonio Spurs, and the Golden State Warriors was he on? Because I already those were answers already. We know he was on the Raptors. We know he was on the Warriors because he's drafted by them, and we know he was on the Spurs because he got a championship. So saying what teams other than those three teams, that's what it is. So yeah, he was on the Warriors, duh. Well, if you don't listen, you can't answer the questions. For cool. Nameless, was that the proper term to say there? I don't know. All right, let's see. Next question here. This is one of the ones you guys know. We get all these questions all the time. What players played the most games against Marco Bellinelli in his NBA career? There's two guys who played the exact same amount of games against him, the most games against him in his career. Who are those two players that played the most games against Marco Bellinelli in his NBA career? His opponents. Who are the opponents? Not the teammates. I want the opponents right now. Who are the two people that played the most games against him over his whole entire NBA career? Now, these are not no-name players. These are big-time players. So you can guess and feel like they made good guess. Now, remember the time frame of when his career was, too. He started in the mid-2000s, and he extended till about like 3 or 4 years ago. Sam Cassell is not right, but that's a good guess. It's not bad. LeBron is right. Paul's got one of them. LeBron is one of them. Paul B really getting some points today. LeBron James is one of them. Yes. There's one other one, guys, that I will take as an answer. Vavaculo. Carlos Boozer. No, that's not right. Kevin Love is not right. These are good guesses, though. Jimmy Buckets. No, it's not Himmy. Not Himmy Buckets. No, it's not Jimmy. No, he didn't come through. He, you know what his problem was? He waited too long in these games to step up and start trying. He did the same thing in the Boston series too, and it was very scary because they weren't going to beat him because he was like taking his time. Well, he took his time too long last night and he lost. Thad Young is not right. Carmelo is not right, but you were very close with Carmelo, Paul. Let's just say LeBron and Carmelo are very close to the last answer. That's a very good one. Go F yourself. That's what that means. Va fanculo. All right, good. I'm learning cuss words on my finals day. This is good. It's Wade. That's right. Mike's got it. It is Dwayne Wade is the other answer. Is LeBron James and Dwayne Wade are the two players that played the most games against Marco in his career as opponents. So yeah, Dwayne Wade is the right answer, not Ricky Rubio. Good job, Mike, getting Dwayne Wade. I know that Mike is educated guessing off the top of his head. And I'm going to tell you right now, Mike got it because I gave him the Carmelo clue with a LeBron. If you think, oh, LeBron and Carmelo, who's the third person? Well, it's Dwayne Wade. Of course it is. So, yeah, he got it. Oh, yeah, you're right. You know what? David's right. I can't give you the points because you only said Wade, and there's Dean Wade. And David has made a very applicable argument that I have to give the points to David because he wrote the name in properly. So David Saborn has stolen those points from Mike with a very sound argument, and that's exactly right. So I'm sorry, Mike. Even though you got it right, he's right technically because Dean Wade exists. You got to always not be half-assed. You got to give the whole name. There you go. And did he even spell it right? Did he say, yeah, no, you didn't even spell it right. You guys know that he spells it with the Y before the A, right? It's DWYNANAE. It's very weird. Very weird. Let's see. Fiercey saying, why do people always learn the cusses first? People ask me for curse words when they want to learn Haitian Creole. Laugh out loud. I don't know. Maybe because they're mad at people and they want to be able to cuss at them and they don't know what they're saying. I don't know. I feel like that's what it is. Like, tell me more cuss words so I can yell at people I hate and they don't even know what I'm saying. I think that's what it is. Yeah, Paul B wrote it right. That's how you spell his name. It looks so weird with that Y like that. Dwayne Wade with the Y before. It's just weird. But I get it. Paul B's the winner? You want me to give him the trophy? Are you just saying that? You giving up your championship, David? Let's see. Mike's saying, I was going to write it full, but your hint was easy for me. Yeah, I knew that hint was what gave it away. I can tell when Mike knows his stuff. Seriously, he's not looking up stuff. He's just answering off the top of his head. I know he's doing that. So in some ways, I respect that a lot because he does pretty good on these. All right, the next question is a little bit of a deep cut, y'all. This may be tough. Y'all may not get this one. Seriously. What major U.S. corporation is Marco Bellinelli a spokesperson for in Italy? What major corporation from the US, this is a big time corporation. In fact, y'all are probably using its products right now, is Marco a spokesperson for in Italy? What is the team? Oh, look, David is on it right away. I thought this was going to be hard, but David knew it. He is a spokesperson for Microsoft in Italy. David Saborin flexing that championship muscle, showing us why he's the leader right now. He's clarifying the rules. He's jumping in and taking some of my hardest questions right away. Yeah, good job, David. I nailed that on Insta. Yeah, see, he saw that on Instagram. He knows his business. He saw that later on Instagram. He saw the Cookie Monster and then he saw the Microsoft ad. So yeah, Snapple's a good question. Microsoft's all right. You can't spell? You still got time. You're young. You can still learn how to spell. All right, next question. And this is interesting. This person by far, like 100 more games than anybody else, was the most games as a teammate of Marco Bellinelli. This guy had, like, I'm telling you, he had like 200 something games with Marco Bellinelli, and the next person was like 100 and something. This dude was by far the teammate that he played the most games with in his whole entire NBA career. What player is that? Reggie Evans is not right. What player did Marco play alongside the most his whole entire career? Rudy Gay? That's a good guess, Tom, but it's not right. It's not right. I'm not going to give you any hints on this. I really want y'all to kind of go out of the blue. If you go look it up, somebody, I don't want you to. I want y'all to try and guess this one. Really educated guess. Mike, you can figure this out. Think about this, Mike. Tim Duncan is the best guess so far. I'll just say that. Tim Duncan is the best guess so far, but it's not right. It's not right. Yeah, that is a really good guess, though. I'll just say that's a DeMar DeRozan is not a good guess. David Robinson is not a good guess, but Patty Mills is a good guess. Fun guy's getting it. It is Patty Mills. Patty Mills, the Australian, is the guy who played the most games with Marco Bellinelli over his entire career. So Patty Mills was the right answer. Tony Parker's not a bad answer, but it's Patty Mills. Patty Mills. That's right. Yeah, good job, fun guy. You just guessed that off the top of your head? Well, you did it. You got it. You're right. Yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah, you got it, bro. Good stuff. I love it. All right, this is the last question, y'all, of season 2 of Raptorsfreak Trivia. This is the last one for the whole entire season. Then we start over next Tuesday. Everybody has 0, and the new prize will be declared, and we'll figure it all out. But this is the very last question of the year, y'all. You don't know it. I know Marco's an enigma. He's not a guy that we all know a whole lot about, and that's why I picked him. I wanted it to be a very good finals, and the Italian component of it doesn't hurt either, right? Yeah. I know. I don't know. I didn't know Belly that well either. Seriously, like I learned a lot about Marco yesterday, for sure. Now here's the next question, y'all. Very last question of the season. Good luck to you guys, and congratulations, David. What pro team was the first ever professional team that Marco Bellinelli played on? And I'm not talking about in the NBA. I'm talking about all around the world. What pro team was the very first team he ever played professional basketball for in his career? What was the first team he ever played for in his career? Marco. What team? First team. Professional. You're getting sentimental? A little tear. Last question. There we go. Fiercey's going to get the honor of saying the right thing. And guess what? What team does he play for right now? What team does he play for right now? Virtuous Bologna. It's full circle for this Marco Bellinelli guy. I'm telling you, he started as a little kid, little young guy, teenager, playing for Virtuous Bologna, and he's currently playing for that team right now as their superstar for Sergio Scariolo in the Italian championship right now. Full circle. That's right. Just like this season has come full circle. That's right. Isn't that nice? He even did this with San Antonio. He looped it around so that he would retire in the NBA as a Spur, so that he could have that niceness with the championship year of 2014. So yeah, congratulations to David Saborin. Vince is coming home, baby. So we'll just have to figure out the date of the event when we're going to present this to David publicly. With Raptor Freaks can come down and be a part of the event. It'll be sometime in July. It won't be happening right away, but it will be happening in the next month or so. So when we get a place and a date and a time, we'll let everybody know, and hopefully we can cater it to time where everybody can kind of make it, so it's not too busy or hectic and stuff like that. But I'll definitely get with David first and make sure it's a time that works for him and Peter, and then we'll get everybody else involved, and we'll let you guys know where it'll be, what day and what time, and it'll be our get together for the summer, because I'll be busy in August this year, unfortunately. So yeah, let's see what else you guys are saying. David saying, thanks, bro. When's your next game in Toronto? You're saying to Tom. I don't know when Tom's coming back, but hopefully he'll come back and we'll see him and we'll get a win for him this time when he comes back with Darko as our coach instead of this Nick Nurse bullshit. Not trying against the Indiana Pacers when Tom Duke was in town. That was bullshit. I blame Nick now for the loss that Tom Duke had to suffer, that he was here. We should have won when Tom was in town. That was his first Raptor game in Toronto. We needed him to get to see a victory. Nick Nurse, it's your damn fault. Yeah, I don't like that. All right, let's keep going. Mike saying Murray is champion. We have a head coach, and trivia will start anew again. Yeah, next week, y'all. You want to get that jump start. And I'm going to say right now, David, chill out. Let somebody else win next year. I'm going to say that right now. You know, G was really nice, and he won the first year of champion of trivia. And, you know, he laid back this year. It's like, I don't want the same person just to dominate year after year. So, David, you are a champion. You always will be a Raptor Freak trivia champion. So please let off the gas for next season and let's let somebody else compete and get it next year. But yeah, you did a sensational job. Very overpowering. A lot of the work that David did to win this championship was last summer, starting about a year ago from now. So yeah, good job, David. We're really proud of you. Congratulations. Such good stuff. Everybody give him his kudos. Congratulations. That's right. Salute him just like Lowry. Let's see. All right, let's get back to business now. Tom's saying, you know that Caesar's loss, that Pacers loss was our season all wrapped up in one. Coming ASAP. Okay, so he's going to come back over as soon as possible for him to come. He will be back here. I'm sure it'll be during the season. Maybe next season we'll see Tom come back over for a little jaunt over to Toronto again, just like last time. Namus got the Easter Island heads. That was brutal. Namus saying David put a beating on this whole league this season. He didn't mess around. He really didn't. And he was that's the thing. You got to be dedicated and show up consistently to win this championship. You got to be trying to get those points. And he was very dominant early. Like there were some days where he got like 80% of all the answers. And that was why he stacked so many points early. Very, very much so. Let's see. Fiercely saying, okay, back to thoughts on Fred VanVleet. Well, all right, let's do this real quick. This is a good way to kind of look at this. Let's do our Instagram check for today. First of all, I got Slim Duck. He's saying that he's heavy on ghosting right now. I'm not in the mood for fake love, respectfully. I could get it. You know, Chris, I'm sure you're hearing weird shit from different people because the Raptors are in flux with Darko's hiring and the uneasiness and weirdness about Fred and Gary and different things about the team right now in transition. I'm sure that maybe some of your friends that are kind of assholes are maybe talking shit about your team. And you're just like, I don't need to talk to you if you're going to be negative like that. I would be like that too, Chris. If you need to ghost some people, you just go ahead and ghost some people. There's nothing wrong with that. He has a really cool clip of him at the OVO Center, running on the treadmill, lifting weights, working out in the off season. I love seeing this with Daho training. Chris Boucher on there getting his workout at the OVO. And then there he is on blast with the Montreal Alliance mascot, that bear or a wolf or whatever it is. I'm not sure if it's a wolf or a bear. It kind of looks like a wolf. But yeah, I love how Chris is putting the CBL on blast so much this summer. Really, really good. He's also celebrating the Denver Nuggets winning the championship last night. He's got Nikola Jokic's after-game interview. So Chris is obviously a fan of the Nuggets winning the championship last night. So he's very happy about that. And then he's got a picture of Jamal Murray crying, and he's saying well-deserved to Jamal in the caption. So, you know, Canadian solidarity between Chris Boucher and Jamal Murray winning the championship last night. Now, Freddie has some interesting stuff on his Instagram, of course, after his news yesterday. He's putting on blast a place called Weekdays Social Club. I'm sure this is somewhere in Rockford, and it's just a company he wants to put on blast. Then he's working out, and you can see his family in the pictures. He's pulling the sled with the weight on it, and there's a little bit of extra weight on it called Fred VanVleet Jr., smiling, and he's looking tall for his age. Seriously, that kid looks tall already for his age. I'm telling you, the kid is looking like he's maybe taller than his dad when he gets older. And then he's got the heavy ball. Fred loves working out with the heavy ball. We saw him with the heavy ball so much last year, and he's still pounding that thing and throwing that thing around. I think that the heavy ball, and specifically with Fred's workout, really helps him get his hands so strong. Like we know from this past couple of years that his stealing and the way he just steals the ball out of big center's hands, he probably gets that strength from doing so much heavy ball work during the offseason. And we can see Darnell in the background of this picture, and he is still wearing Raptors garb. He has the Raptors shorts on and the Raptors shirt, even if Fred's not wearing Raptors himself. There are signals there that Fred is still very dedicated to our franchise. Trust me. But I love seeing him with the heavy ball and him dragging his son around on the sled. And then he's got a picture of his nephew Amir Danforth is playing in a game, and Fred's on the sideline cheering him on. And the news is talking about how Amir Danforth's playing good, and that Fred was there as extra support. So that's kind of cool. Fred celebrating his nephew Amir, doing good things in the game and being there for support on the sideline. So good stuff, Freddie. Nothing bad that I don't like and all that. Ron Harper Jr. has got some lyrics playing, and him in his nice, clean Raptors jersey. Just, he's proud to be a Raptor, and I like that about Ron. And he's also making a shout out to Beats by Dre. I guess they sent him some free headphones, and he's putting them on blast. Precious has got some sort of green frock that he's putting on blast. He's got eyeballs on it. It looks like his latest fashion design or something like that. Purple buttons and green and pink clothing, something like that. I don't know exactly what's going on. Let's see. Monique is letting us know that the Darko Rajakovic press conference is today at 1 p.m. So y'all be ready for that. And once again, be ready for that. And then, of course, she's got all kinds of great information on her Instagram. So definitely check out Monique. She's got a lot of information on who's coming into town to work out with us as far as possible draft picks for the Raptors. Cason Wallace, Keontae George, people like that. Gary Trent Sr. is hilarious. Like, he has some really funny stuff on his Instagram right now. Really, really, really funny stuff. So definitely check out Gary Trent Sr. if you want to laugh. The one that I really like is the one that says Ohio's a vibe. And it's showing all this weird shit in like a Walmart. And there's like some lady who's got a raccoon in her grocery bag. And then there's a man dressed as a wizard walking down the street. That's pretty hilarious. Christian Coloco is got a funny clip about Emma piano artists and how they write their songs. And that's about it. That's what's going on Instagram with our Raptors right now. Freddie showing his workout, and he had on that post, he said one thing on there: talk is cheap. And I wonder what that message means. Talk is cheap. He's like, he wants to see action. He doesn't want to hear talk. He wants to see action. I think that's the message from Fred right now. So, yeah, all right, cool. Monique is saying congratulations to David Saborin, the Raptorfreak Tuesday Trivia champion for the second season. Fantastic stuff. Shirkan saying now we can talk about Denver taking the chip with them long boys and D. That was fantastic. I really like one of the things I noticed today about the Denver core that just won is they're not that old. Seriously, if you think about it, they're all in their mid-20s, and they're not a super old core, but they grew into this from very young to be at the point where they are. That's what I'm saying. If we wait just a little bit, and our guys are right, like Pascal and Fred are right around the right age of the core of Denver. Well, just a little bit, Scotty, Precious, people like Gary, they could be a little bit older. Then we have a core around the age of Denver winning the championship last night. And that's what I'm saying. You don't have to have a completely crazy veteran team. If you have a team that's around 30 or just below 30, you can win also. So I like that. I like that about last night. David's saying it's Shanky's fault. Oh, from last year. Yeah, when you guys were playing, Shanky was really amping it up. And you guys were really combating like one-on-one, and Shanky disappeared at some point, and David kind of just ran away with it. Shanky does get second. And I am Shanky, wherever you are and whatever's going on. We wish you well, and we hope you come back to the channel again soon. But yeah, Shanky was a very good competitor for David this year, getting second in our season and getting like 3,000 points for I am Shanky. That's some for over the season too. Paul B saying, remember when we played the Pacers and the speakers caught fire? Played to an empty arena again, just as it felt like Tampa was in our rearview mirror. At least we won by 30. Yeah, I like that Pacer game way more than the one I went to with Tom and them. because we won. And that game was kind of interesting characteristic. You know, everybody who went to that game got tickets to a game for free because they had to leave. They couldn't come back. So it all worked out for everybody. The Raptors won. People got free tickets. So, yeah, David's saying that guy was going nuts. Shanky, yeah. Salute to David from Logical Raptors Fanatic, 2023 Trivia Champion. That's right. Congratulations to Denver and David. Randolph Phillips is putting you on blast there. I love it. Shirkan saying, we can follow the template. Jack can be our discount joker because he can pass. Fred VanVleet is our odd man out, though. We need to get either Kaysen or Kobe to have our point guard. Gary Trent Jr. needs to stay and get some bench depth. Yeah, on that poll I posted yesterday, y'all are like 67% saying you'd much rather Gary stay with the Raptors over Fred. If one of them's going to leave, we value Gary more, apparently, is what people are saying. Monique is saying that coffee story, Jamal Murray and his dad, is more wild now. The one about how he trained him with hot coffee. Yeah, that's not a cool story in some ways. I know that people say, oh, wow, that's really in depth and stuff, but it's not good. It really isn't. We don't need other parents to mimic Jamal's dad and have their kids doing the same thing. It's just a bad recipe for a lot of things. So in some ways, I don't like that story. I don't think people should put it on blast. And I don't know if Jamal should be proud of it. It's borderline child abuse. So, yeah. Name is saying, sorry, Kyle, no chip for you. That's right. Only in Toronto, not in Miami. No, you can't tarnish your chip with us that you got 4 years ago today by going and getting another one with Miami. No, you are a Toronto Raptors champion, Kyle Lowry. Now you got to the finals again, and that's a huge accomplishment in itself. Listen, that is a huge accomplishment in itself. Teams that get to the finals, in some ways, that is a real accomplishment, even if you don't win the championship. So, yeah, I think his legacy and his path to get to the Hall of Fame is going to be there. Kyle Lowry's legend is very interesting, and there's no doubt that he has an impact on winning. He's that kind of player. Let's see. Mike's saying if we're going heavy forward playmaking, Fred VanVleet still fits and is one of the better guys to play with that. His off-ball metrics are elite, and why big teams want him to play next to stars. Yeah, catch and shoot, off-ball, really, really good stuff from Fred. And that is a huge value for him, and why you were exactly right. Some teams are lusting for him right now this summer. Well, we'll see how it all goes. Fred doesn't really want to move, I'm pretty sure. And he does really want to stay loyal to the Raptors. We'll see if the Raptors stay loyal to him and give him a number he can accept. Fiercely saying, so excited to watch Darko's presser. Where can we stream live? Well, I will tell you this, Fiercely. It'll be on YouTube, just like me. And it'll be on the Toronto Raptors official account. So around 1 o'clock, go check out the Raptors official account, and they will have it on live, just like I'm on live right now. Yeah, summer goal, 329 subs. Thank you, David. Whatever you guys can do to help the old Raptors freak out to get to 1,000. We know that this channel is going to change when I get to 1,000, and it'll be really kind of cool in certain ways. So I would appreciate if you guys can get your friends or whoever to come in and sub up and maybe join the family. It'd be awesome. Fiercely saying Butler and Lowry at the post-game presser, they were low-key pissed and disappointed. I don't feel bad. They've won already. It was Denver's time, considering they played well all season. You know, Jimmy hasn't won yet, though. In some ways, that's the problem. Jimmy and Bam, those guys want championships. Kyle's won, but those other Miami guys have not won. Kevin Love has won, but a lot of those other guys have not. And Jimmy really wants to win. In fact, this may have been one of his best chances this time. But listen, they got so far. They should have never got this far. They were a play-in team. They had to play 2 games before they even got into the playoffs. And that says a lot right there, that they got this far. I think it speaks to the parity of the league. That seriously, a Raptors team could have made past the play-in and gotten the playoffs. Well, they could have gone to the finals just like Miami. Fans that think we couldn't have done the same thing as Miami, you're full of shit and you're crazy. Because we have that kind of team just like them that scraps and makes things happen. It's just we lost our spirit because our coach is a douche. So it really was the opportunity for the Raptors to get their foot in the door, get past Chicago, and go on a little Cinderella run like Miami this year. We could have done that. Seriously, would have, could have, should have. I could say that because we don't know. And we beat Miami 3-1 in the season. We beat Denver 1-1. We should have beat them twice, but Scott Foster fucked that up. You know, we beat these teams in the finals during the season. We were a 500 team. So don't tell me the Raptors couldn't have figured something out, gotten lightning in a bottle, and gone on some sort of crazy streak through the playoffs this year if they had just not lost to a little girl screaming in the Chicago Bulls like they did? Yeah, we could have gone on a run. We're just as good as Miami. Play the same style, and we could have done the same thing they just did. It's just that our coach quit. Excuse me. Let's keep going. Yeah. All right. Monique is saying should be on YouTube, Fiercey. Hopefully it should be and will be. I'm positive it'll be on there. We're going to see Masai Ujiri. Won't be Bobby Webster. They're always saying it's going to be Masai, y'all. So whoever's like, oh, Bobby Webster doesn't do anything. Well, it's going to be Masai, unfortunately. It's not going to be Bobby Webster. And then it'll be Darko. And we're going to all see the charm of Darko Rajakovic. I'm going to fully predict right now that people are going to watch this guy speak today, and everybody's going to be like, we're in good hands. Seriously. We're going to watch this man come in and answer these questions to the press at 1 o'clock, and everyone's going to be like, I feel really confident about this guy running the Raptors. Seriously. He's going to answer these coaches' questions, and everyone's going to be like, holy shit, this dude knows his shit. And then he's going to say something that's going to charm everybody. He's going to say something funny. He's going to have a little funny, like, make things light, brevity. And everybody's going to be like, holy crap, this guy is funny too. And I like him. That's the two things I'm going to predict about 1 o'clock today. Is that everybody's going to be feeling good because he knows his shit. And then he's endeared himself and charmed himself to be like, I like him. Those are the two things that are going to happen this afternoon. Watch. I'm going to predict that right now. And we're going to see it really soon, and I'll be right. Sheer Constant, so sorry to say Kyle is no longer that 2019 killer dude. Really feel bad for him. That Philadelphia team was his best chance to get a chip. Simmons, Embiid, Harris, and Redick, that starting five was strong. Shaking my head. Yeah, Sheer Con, I won't disagree with this. Now, Jimmy's had a couple of good chances. I think this year was better chance, though, because he actually got the finals, and he actually did get really far. But that team may have been more talented in Philadelphia. You're right. That's the team that probably should have won it if they had not blown it up. If they hadn't picked Tobias Harris over Jimmy Butler, it'd be totally different for the Sixers nation right now. And they know that, those losers. I should go get a Jimmy Butler Philadelphia jersey. Yeah, and start wearing it so I can on this channel so I can remind them of what they let go and how they messed up. Fiercely saying, right, I was referring to Miami winning already, but you're right. I didn't think about Jimmy and Bam. Yeah, Jimmy wasn't there when they won. He's never won a championship. Never. And that's why Kyle's trying to win a championship for Jimmy. They were trying to win it for him. Well, those checks that he wrote, they didn't get cashed. They said a lot of stuff about how they're going to win and all about like plane tickets and all kinds of stuff going on. Yeah, they thought they were going to win and come back. Even Miami Heat fans were saying, yeah, we're going to come back and win in 7 still. Yeah, right. Jokic wasn't going to let that happen. Michael Malone was definitely for sure not going to let that happen. Paul B saying the 41st pick can win finals MVP. Let's end the lottery or bust narratives. Boom, bam. This guy can be picked during a Taco Bell commercial. And now he's the MVP of the finals. That's an amazing journey. Seriously, this guy was crazy, his path. And that's why he doesn't care. It's like, you're going to pick me during a Taco Bell commercial. I don't care about going to the parade. I don't care about this. I just go to work and do my job. I'm ready to go home now, is what he was saying last night. He's like, there's more I have to do? You mean I'm ready to go back to Serbia and just chill out for a bit? I want my summer. Is kind of what Nicola's acting like last night. Well, no, you got to go do a parade, bro. If you're not at that parade doesn't really, like, it's not right without you there. So you definitely got to hang out in Denver at least for a couple days and get on that parade float and wave to everybody. You know, one of the things Nicola did last night that really is the epitome of why he's a great pro. After the game, he went to every single one of the Heat players and had a moment with them and talked to them. That's so special and really says a lot about how he looks at the game. Not only is he one of the ultimate teammates as far as his passing and the way he plays the game, he's just an awesome person in the sport as far as like being an opponent also. Very respectful and coming to talk to each one of the Heat after the game. There's a lot of superstars in this league that would not do that kind of shit. You know, LeBron would just walk off the court. He wouldn't acknowledge anybody on the other team. So in some ways, I got a lot of respect for Nikola. Seriously, NBA, get it together. He's a great superstar. Put him on blast. Make him one of your main people that you put on everything because he deserves it. And he's a good person for y'all to do this. He's a good role model. And that's one of the things that y'all need to realize sooner than later. Seriously. Paul B, yeah, I love what Paul B said there. Yeah, let's end the lottery or bust narratives. That's right. Agreed. And thank you to Fiercey, and thank you to Mo and everybody. That's right. Mike is saying, hang on. Ooh, I got that opinion from going over the exit interview of Fred Vliet. He says a lot of things that make his views on style of play a bit more clearer. He wants what the team needs and just wants us to win and grow. Yeah, he's willing to change his role and do things differently. I haven't watched Mike's clip from Saturday yet. I'll probably watch it later this afternoon. But he did do his clip on Fred VanVleet this weekend and analyzing his end of season interview and really picking it apart to be kind of figuring out what's happening with this free agency that just started yesterday. We'll have to see. Mike does a really good job of seeing stuff that I don't see all the time in the wording of how people do stuff in the interviews. So definitely check out Mike's latest clip on Fred VanVleet if y'all have questions about Fred and his status with what he did yesterday. Because Mike could probably illuminate some of the stuff where Fred's head is at. So go give a subscribe to Logical Raptors Fanatic and watch his latest clip on Fred. Let's see. Sheer Khan saying Raptor Freak family new cutoff is 11:15. FYI, let's get them comments in before that. So high on Darko feels like 2018 all over again. Don't think a chip in the next 3 years is out of the question with many legends leaving. Yeah. I mean, listen, things can happen really fast in this league. And in some ways, the work we've already done with the Raptors is still there. Even if people don't want to believe it, there's a lot of stuff that's accrued in experience and learning for Scotty and Precious and this core. And we need to continue with it. You know, they really do like playing with each other. They want to keep this band together. And Masai's all about it too. I wish the fans would be more like that too. Seriously, y'all, just let the Raptors be the Raptors and go forward together as a team. Stop trying to pull them apart with your crazy ideas about how we can get better quickly by going and getting some other this person. Well, if that realistically can happen, Masai and Bobby will make it happen, just like a Kawhi Leonard trade. So just stay tuned. You may not see some very interesting moves in July with the Raptors this year. And, you may be very pleasantly surprised and excited by some of the things that you see happen because of Bobby and Masai. So yeah, stay tuned to that. Yeah. Cool Cat saying, I wonder if Jimmy's knee or ankle is injured. His production was very low. That's probably very true. We know these guys were probably beat to hell. You know, Kyle played through our championship run very hurt that whole time and didn't let anybody know. I'll bet you that these guys are hurt and banged up a bit more than we actually know for sure. Jimmy, probably specifically, you're probably exactly right, Cool Cat. Shir Khan saying the Lakers can still win it in 6. That's what I'm hearing on ESPN. I heard that report this morning around 6 a.m. We're hearing that the Lakers can still win the championship in 6. I think I heard it out of Malika Andrews' mouth or somebody, one of those announcers on ESPN talking about it. Yeah, I think I heard that too. Nameless, I don't know if we're going to do the chat cutoff. I don't know. We don't have any timer, so everybody can comment as much as they want right now. We'll just come to the natural end of things. Although Adriana is here and she wants to hang out with me, so I don't want to go too long. Let's see. La la la, ha ha ha. All the smiley faces. I love seeing all that. Let's see. Cool Cat saying Aaron Gordon was number 4 draft pick. Joker, a 2nd round. Jamal, not a top draft either. Just shows consistent hard work can get you there. Pascal, Fred are proof in the Raptors. Yeah, I really love the example that the Nuggets have shown to the NBA and the fans that if you stick to your guns, you keep with what your basic idea, what you want to do with your team is, and you just retool role players around it and you adjust, you can get there. You can get over the hump and you can get to a championship. You know, Denver would have their struggles in the playoffs for the last few years for sure, but they didn't blow it up. They didn't say, all right, we didn't have as much success as we'd like and we need to just start over. I'm telling you, this is the biggest folly that NBA teams have over and over again in this league right now. They rip it up and tear it up and throw in the wastebasket too quickly. And that the teams that are patient and go through a little bit of success and failure within each other at times will get to the ultimate success eventually. And the Nuggets are proving that. They've proven that last night. And that's why I want my team, the Raptors, to be more like the Nuggets and less like the Sixers. The Sixers will decimate their team every couple of years because the fans are just upset and they're like, we need to get rid of this person, this person. Then they make bad GM moves and they're in the same place. Well, let's be more like the Nuggets and keep those cores together and let them work through things and through failure to get to success, because that's what the Nuggets have done. And now they're NBA champions. And that's very, very smart. Yeah, very, 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 very smart. Fiercely saying Jokic demonstrates superb sportsmanship. Yeah, and it's understated, and it's not for a show. He's just who he is. Nothing he's doing is for a show. He's just goes about his business, shows up. He's not about the fanfare. He's not about being a superstar. He's just being who he is, and who he is just a cool, nice dude. It's really interesting and refreshing in a lot of ways. In some ways, the NBA has like problems with added different personalities that are kind of like turn off people from watching. Well, that's the thing, Adam Silver. You understand that Nikola Jokic could actually make people like fall in love with NBA players again. Like he just has a charm to him that's very interesting. So what if he's from Serbia and he's not American? Fuck all that shit with your stupid shit, America. America first. America first. Make America great again. Yeah, you have a lot of work to make America great again, America. And maybe a Serbian can come in and show you how to be more polite and how to have more manners in some ways. Yeah, he's a good role model. How about that? Yeah, y'all need role models down there. Yeah, dumpster fire country in the United States right now. Yeah. All right. Monique saying, you better be in Raptors intro, Darko's live stream with me, Lex. I don't know if I'll be in the chat. I may just jump in and say, hey, everybody. But if you guys want to put me on blast in there and say, Raptor Freak Channel, you guys can do that. Maybe I'll jump in there a little bit and talk to you guys. But I'll definitely be watching 1 o'clock for sure. Dana's laughing her ass off. I love it. Let's see. Nameless is saying, the Freaks will be in full support, like the Trump rally happening right now in Miami. Ugh, boo. Florida is messed up. Like I was saying, who's going to want to play for the Heat or the Magic? In some ways, Fred, let's look at this. All right. So people talk a lot about Fred going to Orlando. Orlando actually has the money to just straight up sign him. He doesn't need to do a sign and trade with us to get to Orlando. They could just steal him. But why would he fucking want to go to Orlando at this point with Ron DeSantis and all this bullshit? Fred is a sociologist. Fred is very socially conscious. And why would he want to go to Florida? Because the politics and the weird shit that's happening there. Really bad shit's happening there, like Nazi rallies and shit, like what is in that comment right now, like the MAGA support and stuff like that. That Florida is like Nazi Germany right now, Fred. You want to take Magic's money just to get more money, but you're going to live in Nazi Germany? You go ahead, Fred. You wanted that for your young kids and your family to go live in a fucked up state like Florida. You go ahead and go to the Magic then. Yeah. Dame Lillard, you love that kind of shit? Go to Miami. Yeah, Miami fans are so upset about losing, but they feel good because they might get Damian Lillard. Yeah, well, what if Damian Lillard says, I don't want to fucking play for your team because your governor sucks? There's a lot of NBA players that are thinking about that in relation to the Magic and the Heat right now. In some ways, the politics of Ron DeSantis is going to hurt those two franchises on the down low, and they don't even realize it. Somebody who's very politically minded, like Fred VanVleet, if he has to choose between the Houston Rockets and the Orlando Magic for the two teams that can sign him, he may pick the Rockets just to avoid the dumpster fire that Florida is. Seriously. Fiercely saying also, I think this upcoming year will be to set the tone, get the players comfortable within Darko's system, and provide opportunities for the bench development. But watch out for 2025. We'll be solid. Toronto Raptors, NBA champions 2025. Toronto Raptors, NBA champions 2025. Denver Nuggets, NBA champions 2023. All right, let's speak it into it. Solidarity. That's right, Nameless. Mike saying, laugh out loud. Murray was the draft pick swap Masai got in the Melo trade. It was the 7th by the Knicks, and Masai got the swap pick for the Raptors. 9th, the Nuggets pick, and Pirtle. There you go. Masai has a little bit of fingerprints on Mr. Kitchener there because he was in charge of Denver and kind of led to it by trading Carmelo Anthony. Thanks for the fun fact, Mike, how our president, Masai Ujiri, the great Masai, had a part in Jamal Murray being on Denver right now and being on that championship team right now. Yeah, there were some fingerprints from Ujiri on that Nuggets organization for sure. Shere Khan saying there was no lift in Himi's jumpers. He had done so much to get them to the finals. The rest of the roster can't do much outside of Bam. Miami has to get a solid power forward point guard to have some diversity in scoring. I don't care what they need. They can go ahead and just be who they are. They got a fantastic coach. They got some great veterans. They're old. They're undersized. They're scrappy. They're vets. But they have a lot of weaknesses. They do really actually have a lot of weaknesses as a team. I was never confident in Miami all season. I'm really impressed that they got the finals. But they were not one of the best additions of the Miami Heat in recent years. They really weren't. It's like really kind of overachieved in the playoffs this year. They absolutely overachieved. In fact, during the season, I was like, this is not a Miami team that I'm afraid of. Seriously, the way the Raptors handled them in the beginning of the year, Precious killed them. The first two games against Miami, they were two in a row. We won one of them and we lost one of them. And then we beat Miami the other two games for the season. So we won 3-4, 3 out of 4 against them this season. So I wasn't scared of them. And like I have been in the past, I've been more afraid of the Miami Heat in past years than this year. Seriously. I went to one of the Miami games this year here in Toronto, and we kicked their ass. That's right. We did. Let's see. Cool Cat saying Scotty, OG, Gary, Jakob are higher draft picks on our team. They got to work harder to meet or surpass Pascal level to get us chip ready. Let's go, Raptors. We can do this. I love that optimism by Cool Cat, and I'm all about it. This is what a Raptor freak thinks and thinks his way. We're on our way in positive ways. Cool Cat saying teams in Florida and Texas might be a challenge for any NBA player that is progressive and activist type personality. Yes, and yes, and yes. This may be why Kyrie might want to stay in Dallas. Yeah, I'll stay here. You guys have great politics here. This is a flat state, right? This state is flat, right? Yeah, Texas is flat for sure, Kyrie. Okay, yeah, I want to stay here, Mark Cuban. Yeah, I'm sure Mark Cuban just really loves the bullshit that's going on in his state too. Seriously. Did you know this? This is something that blew me away. Shanika Young posted this yesterday, Thad Young's wife, on Twitter. Did you know that weird odd shape of Oklahoma, that state above Texas, you know how it looks with that one part that extends over the top? Do you know why that little extra part is on Oklahoma? They call it no man's land, by the way, and there's not really anything there. There's no cities, there's hardly any roads, there's nobody there. It's no man's land. You know why the states are shaped like that? Why Texas stops and there's that little bit of Oklahoma there? It's exactly this. There was a ruling by the government that you couldn't have slaves above a certain parallel line horizontally across the United States. Is the Mason-Dixon line, basically. And Texas wanted to have slaves in their state still. So they gave that little bit of land to Oklahoma so that they would be underneath the parameter. Because if they had that little bit of land, they weren't going to be allowed to be having slaves in their state anymore. So there's a little story for you. If you've ever wondered why Oklahoma looks so weird as a state, it's because Texas wanted to continue slavery. That's the damn truth. Seriously. All right, let's see. We got all the comments already. Let me just make sure I go over everything I want to talk about other than Oklahoma just now. Fred has opted out of his contract, his $22.8 million option. And we were not surprised by that. ESPN's sensationalizing it. In some ways, it's clutch. Up in his grandioseness of him, really the clutch machine is trying to get him on blast in all kinds of ways. Make him, as most important, the first domino of free agency has fallen, Fred VanVleet. Make him a big deal. That's the clutch machine, making the hype up for him. And then, of course, we got the Nuggets winning last night. So happy for the Denver Nuggets in so many different ways. This is a team I'm very happy that won. Seriously, if there were other teams that won this year, I would have been pissed off. I'm so glad it was them. Seriously, so much. A nice convincing win in the fourth quarter. They came back and overpowered them and won. They beat the Heat and they beat the 3 referees who were trying to extend that series. Once again, y'all, get your WNBA fantasy team lineup set. David, you may be the trivia champion, but you ain't going to be no WNBA fantasy basketball champion. I'm going to beat you this week in our head-to-head matchup. I'm coming after you, David Saborin. That's right. That's right. You may be getting Vince, but you ain't beating the Tri-Tops. We're going to beat you this week. That's right. That's right. Mike is saying, okay, hang on. There's a couple more comments. Shirkan saying, hot take. Spicy is going to go to another level. Scotty is primed for that third-year jump. OG is going to have a real breakout season. Gary Trent Jr. has big things to prove. Only person I can't see in the picture is Fred. Well, we'll have to see how this all shakes out. And we'll know more about what our team's going to look like by the end of July. That's for sure. W Stream, thank you, Mike. Go check out Mike's content. Once again, he has something on Fred right now, his newest piece, and it's something that we all need to watch because it will educate us on his decisions that are going on right now. Congratulations to CJ Miles on his baby boy. Yeah, he had his son Isaiah a couple weeks ago. But yeah, CJ's had his child. Wayne is saying, greetings, Raptors freaks. Okay, congrats to Denver. Heat, go away now. The East is ours to win, so let's work hard in supporting our team to greater success and championships. Let's go Raptors. You go, Wayne Strainer, holding it down in the South. You're exactly right. It's time for us to rise up with Darko. It's the time, the rise of the Darko team of the Raptors, and we are coming to get it. Nameless is saying, W Stream, that was some incredible Italian earlier. I feel like a proud father. Thank you. I couldn't have done it without your instruction. Nameless, you have been a very, very good Italian teacher. In fact, you may want to go down to U of T and see if they need some Italian teachers down there. You could do the job. I know you could. You just go down there and say, I know how to teach Italian. Look at my hands. You know, that's all you have to do, and you get the job. Mike saying PO was gonna be declined. Player option was gonna be declined the whole year. Not gonna lie, I said that last summer. Now it's happened. Everyone thinks there's a change in things. Look, I was holding out that he had such a poor year that Fred would be like, I'm gonna just take this money and stay on. Well, maybe Gary will do that. He might do what I just said, though. We'll have to see. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching me today. Tomorrow will be a Wow Wednesday, celebrating the Denver Nuggets championship tomorrow. I'm going to put Jamal Murray on as the picture for tomorrow, and we will talk and celebrate more of the Denver stuff in the aftermath of it all tomorrow. I wanted to give trivia its time because it's Tuesday. We do trivia, but Wow Wednesday will be about the Denver Nuggets NBA championship. And then Thursday, I think we'll go heavy on the draft finally, guys. I think we will do a Thursday think tank on the draft finally, and we to figure out who you guys want to draft, and we'll talk about different draft names on Thursday, who we possibly may be drafting at number 13 with the Raptors first round pick. So yeah, that's what we got coming up on the channel this next couple days. Shir Khan saying great stream yet again. Got to go to work now. All right, later to you, Shir Khan, and all the best, guys. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends that are positive, diehard Raptor fans like us. They need family. They need friends. They need people that are like-minded about the Raptors and not so jaded and toxic and wanting to put them down and be critical of them all the time. Well, tell them to come to the Raptor Freak channel. This is the right place to be if you want to be a positive, creative, building positive things in the Raptor Nation kind of person instead of tearing them down and trying to think, oh, this person sucks and get rid of them. Yeah, we'll cuss out Nick Nurse at this point. Yeah, he's shown his true colors of red, white, and blue. He's not no longer the purple and red and black. So now he's over there. Yeah, fuck you, Nick Nurse. I always put that in my streams, I think, for the next little while, that I have to say, fuck you, Nick Nurse. It's just a quota. All right, y'all. Have a great day. Get out there on your Tuesday and have a fantastic time. Touch grass, share the love, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Let's go Raptors. Yeah.